is Tafsir and Al-Bidayah wal-Nihaya. One is the Christian version that among the 12 disciples, there was a 13th who was a hypocrite. And he took some money from the Romans to tell them where Isa alayhi salam is. So he took the bribe. And he brought the Romans. And he took them on the hill mountain to that special place where Isa alayhi salam was with the disciples. And then he told them, look, I'll go inside and I'll secretly point towards the person. You take him, he will be Jesus. Now when he went inside, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put Isa alayhi salam's features on him. And he pointed towards Isa alayhi salam as they went. And it was Friday evening. They wanted to kill him before sunset because after Friday sunset, the Sabbath starts. So they quickly rushed and took him away and crucified him. But Jesus was not crucified. This is one narration which is taken from their books and modified. They believe that Jesus himself was crucified. That they are coming to take you away and kill you just as they killed Yahya alayhi salam. Few days before, Yahya alayhi salam was killed by the Yahud in Masjid Aqsa, in Bani Israel. And they also killed Zakaria alayhi salam. So Isa alayhi salam knew that your cousin Yahya was killed, your uncle Zakaria was killed, they're coming after you as well. So Allah told him, ask your disciple who wants to be your look-alike and with you in Jannah. So Isa alayhi salam asked them, and the smallest Hawari, youngest one, said, I want to be your look-alike. I'll sacrifice my life for you and I can stay with you in Jannah. So he thought this is very young, he is very young. So he asked the question again. And again he immediately stood up. And third time. So he called him over, embraced him, and his features were placed on him. And then Jibreel alayhi salam came, and there was some window or opening, and took Isa alayhi salam away from there, up to the heavens. And when the Romans came inside, they took that Hawari disciple away, and they crucified him. They thought that we got rid of Isa alayhi salam. In those days, crucifying means killing on the cross. You tie the person on the cross, over here ropes, over here, and the feet, everything, and then you finish him off. This is called crucifixion. So they crucified him on the cross. They thought they had killed Jesus alayhi salam, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, فَلَمَّا أَحَسَّ عِيسَى مِنْهُمُ الْكُفْرَ قَالَ مَنْ أَنصَارِي إِلَى اللَّهِ قال الحواريون نحن أنصار الله آمنا بالله واشهد بأننا مسلمون. And then Allah said, وبكفرهم وقولهم على مريم بهتانا عظيما وقولهم إنا قتلنا المسيح عيسى ابن مريم رسول الله وما قتلوه وما صلبوه. What does that mean? They did not kill him, nor did they crucify him. وَلَكِنْ شُبِّهَ لَهُمْ. However, they were confused in the matter. وَإِنَّ الَّذِينَ اخْتَلَفُوا فِيهِ لَفِي شَكٍّ مِّنْهُ. Those who differ in this matter are themselves in doubt regarding it. مَا لَهُمْ بِهِ مِنْ عِلْمٍ. They do not have any concrete knowledge. إِلَّا اتِّبَاعَ الظَّنِّ. They're only following their dhann, conjecture, thoughts. They think that this happened. They think that now. It is just a theory. It's not the fact. Fact is ilm, proper concrete knowledge. Allah has that ilm and knowledge. And this is all theories and thoughts. وَمَا قَتَلُوهُ يَقِينًا. The yaqeeni thing is they did not kill him. بَلْ رَفَعَهُ اللَّهُ إِلَيْهِ. Rather, Allah raised him up towards himself. وَكَانَ اللَّهُ عَزِيزًا حَكِيمًا. And Allah is mighty, wise. This is the haqiqat. This is the truth. Because the whole Quran is filled with haqq and truth. Many places Allah said, bil haqq. Quran is sent down with haqq. وَأَنزَلْنَا إِلَيْكَ الْكِتَابَ بِالْحَقِّ لِتَحْكُمَ بَيْنَ النَّاسِ بِمَا أَرَاكَ اللَّهُ. We read today in Tarawih. Haqq, truth. This is the reality. This is the truth. So, what is our Islamic belief regarding Sayyidina Isa alayhi salam? That Isa alayhi salam is a very highly distinguished, respected, honored, muazzaz, muazzam, mukarram, prophet, messenger, Rasul, Nabi of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And he is one of the 5 most honored prophets. And they are Nuh alayhi salam, Ibrahim alayhi salam, Musa alayhi salam, Isa alayhi salam, and Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. These 5 are the most honored prophets in the eyes of Allah. Isa alayhi salam is one of them. And his birth was miraculous. His raising above the heavens was also miraculous. And his coming down will also be miraculous. And his killing the Dajjal will also be miraculous. Allah had given him many miracles. So he is a great prophet. Allah made him Ruh al-Quds. And Allah assisted and supported him with Ruh al-Quds. Ruh, Allah gave him the title Alqaha ila Maryam wa Ruhun minhu. He is Kalimatullah and he is Ruhullah. And Ruh al-Quds, Jibreel Islam used to stay with him, help him, stay around him, support him, assist him. So he's a great prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And he was a very nice person, very soft, very gentle, very humble, very kind. He was nice to everyone. He spent dunya on others. He never kept anything for himself. To the extent he never had his own house. He used to just stay wherever and everywhere. He used to go sleep wherever he found spot. He would stay in Masjid Aqsa, Baytul Maqdis and worship Allah. And he would go around doing tabligh from Palestine, from Al-Quds, Jerusalem, to Jericho, to Nablus, to Aliha, to here, to there. You know, these towns, if you go from Jerusalem to Jericho, it takes about 1.5 hours in coach. So imagine how long he would have taken then on a donkey, on a ride. So he used to go around, call people to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And he stayed on this earth for nearly 33 years. And at that age of 33, he was raised high above the heavens. And he's there. Sometimes he appears in dreams. Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wa sallam saw him in a dream that he was doing tawaf of Kaaba Sharif. He was of medium stature, not too tall, not too short. And he was of fair white complex and leaning towards reddish color. Because Palestinians are like that. White with reddish color in them. So he was like that. And he had long hair, zulfa. He was very nice, handsome, good looking. And he was doing tawaf of Kaaba Sharif. Nabi Pak sallallahu alaihi wasallam saw him in a mi'raj in real life on the 3rd heaven. Some mashayikh also see him. In Darul Umbari we have our respected Sufi Anwar Chishti Sahab, the first Khalifa of our Hazrat. In 1979 or 81, when Hazrat Sheikh Rahmatullah Ali came to Darul Umbari, Sufi Anwar Sahab, who was connected to our Hazrat for many years before, when Hazrat was in Bolton, he used to come from Blackburn, Great Harwood, to Bolton Zakaria Masjid and stay with Hazrat. Were very attached to Hazrat. When Darul Uloom was opened, then after some time he gave up his job and he started working in Darul Uloom. So he at that time, when Hazrat Sheikh was here, saw a dream that in Darul Uloom, when Hazrat Sheikh was there, Hazrat Sheikh had come, he was there, all his khulafa were there. There was Nurani Mahol, Zikr Majlis, Durush Sharif Majlis, Bayana, thousands of people staying in Darul Uloom with the students, every day tilawat of Quran, Durush Sharif. Hazrat's khulafa were told you have to read 1000 Durush Sharif every day. Every day they used to sit down and read 1000 Durush Sharif. So our Sufi Anwar Sahib saw a dream that in the compound of Darul Uloom, there's one large tent and there are 3 small tents. He went in those tents, and in one tent there was Sayyiduna Musa alayhi salam. In the other tent there was Sayyiduna Isa alayhi salam. In the third tent there was Sayyiduna Dawood alayhi salam. And then he came to the large tent, and in that big marquee there was Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Now at that time Darul Uloom didn't have a masjid. Darul Uloom was just old building. So we had built some tents for namaz. So everybody, whole majma can pray namaz there. And one tent for food and residing, etc. So he saw that type of tents in dream and these prophets. Now the dream was related to Mufti Mahmudul Hasan Sahib, who used to give ta'bir of dreams. And he said, I think this means that Hazrat Sheikh Zakaria Rahmatullahi Alayhi's arrival in UK is beneficial for the whole community, whole country, and Hazrat Nabi Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam is also supporting him from behind. And the other 3 prophets are prophets of Ahlul Kitab, and they have also come to give support. Because this country is of Ahlul Kitab. The people here are Ahlul Kitab, they are Christians. So their prophets, Musa, Isa, Dawood, they are also here to show that we are with you. We are with Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who is supporting Hazrat Sheikh and his mission, and who is over here and creating this real nice, peaceful environment of zikr, fikr, majlis, mahol. So this is to support them. So you see, Hazrat Isa alayhi salam comes in dreams as well. So we never start saw him in the dream. So many people see. Some time ago, our Maulana Sajid Sufi Sahib's Madrasa, at Christmas time, they had done some nice program about Isa alayhi salam and his birth, etc. And they made some project, on the projector, they made some PowerPoint presentation. So one of the students saw in a dream that Sayyiduna Isa alayhi salam has come to their madrasa IWS. Because when you talk about Isa alayhi salam, the report goes there up there and he feels happy that these people are talking about. So Isa alayhi salam came in that student's dream. So people can see Sayyiduna Isa alayhi salam. He is our prophet. We believe in him in the correct manner. Allah says in the Quran, he is not God. He is not son of God. If you claim that he is God, he is son of God, you are denying God. This divinity and Godship is only for God, one and only God, Allah. Qul huwallahu ahad. Ahad means one, unique. He's special. There is no one like him. Allahu samad. Lam yalid wa lam yulad. Wa lam yakun lahu kufuwan ahad. Kufuwan ahad means there is no one like him. Allah, He is the one. Say with me, Allah, Allah. He is the one. He has no partners, He has no son. Allah is one, He has no partners, He has no son. This is our belief. This is the true belief. This is what Quran is teaching us. So, Sayyiduna Isa alayhi salam is a great prophet of Allah. Allah talks about him a lot. Today, Maulana Safwan Sahib was reading from Surah Al Imran. And Allah talks about Maryam alayhi salam, her birth, her parents, how nice they were, how pious they were, and how pious Maryam alayhi salam was. They were the leaders of Masjid Aqsa. They used to take care of everyone, nizam and organize. Maryam alayhi salam's father was the leader on the gent side, and Maryam alayhi salam's mother was the leader on the ladies' side. They were both very pious personalities. And Maryam alayhi salam was born to them. She was very pious lady as well. And she was devoted to Masjid Aqsa and Ibadat of Allah. And over there, as she was growing up, very pious girl, very pious. She was 12, 13 years old, and she would be busy in Ibadat. And many times she would receive fruits from Allah, from the unseen, bowls of grapes, apples, oranges, bananas, near her, when there's no fruit anywhere in Palestine. Because in winter there's no fruit. And there's no aeroplane that would come from somewhere else. So Zakaria salam would say that, where did this fruit come from? And she would say, Huwa min indillah. Inna Allah yarzuqu man yasha bighayri hisab. Allah said, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala provides for whom He wills without counting. Hisab. Bighayri hisab. Allah gives rizq. And Allah can give that today as well. If Allah can grow fruit on trees, can Allah not give you fruit without trees? If Allah can put gold in the earth, can Allah not give you gold without taking out from the earth? In split second right in front of you. You can place it there. This is called Daste Ghaib. Many Mashayikh have Daste Ghaib. They ask Allah and immediately Allah gives them. Let me tell you a story. Hazrat Layth ibn Sa'd, rahmatullahi alayhi, is one of the great Imams. Hazrat Shaykh Zakaria rahmatullahi alayhi narrates in Fazail Hajj that Layth ibn Sa'd says, I was once in Makkah, Mukarramah, and I went out of Haram Sharif and onto the mountain Abu Khubais. And I saw one nice Budruk making du'as, and he was saying, Ya Rahim, 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 until he could say no more. He lost his breath. And then he started saying, Ya Kareem, 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 Ya Kareem. And then Ya Rahman Rahimin, 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 Ya Rahman Rahimin. And in this way he was saying Allah's names. And then he said, Ya Rahman Rahimin, I'm hungry, I want to eat some grapes. And my ihram is torn and tatters. I want new ihram, new chadar. Layth ibn Sa'd says, I was watching from behind, and immediately, within a flash, blink of an eye, what I see is that in front of him there's a bowl of grapes and two beautifully, folded ihram chadars. So the Buzurg started taking some grapes from that bowl, and I said, Hazrat, 1 minute. You have to share that with me. Why? Because I was saying Ameen on your dua. He said, all right, then come on. So we started eating from the grapes. And they were massive, large grapes. There was no seed in them. And they were so sweet. I had never tasted such sweet grapes in my life. And the amazing thing was that the more we ate those grapes, it kept filling up. It never reduced. I ate and ate and ate and ate until I could eat no more, but the bowl was as full as it was in the beginning. Not even a reduced. He was eating, I was eating, the bowl was as it was. I couldn't believe my eyes. Why?
Why was he not finishing? Why was he not finishing? Because those grapes were from La maqtu'atin wa la mamnu'ah. The fruits will never cease, nor will they be stopped from eating the fruits. Mufassirin say in Jannat, if you take one bunch of grapes, that bunch will be replaced immediately. So in dunya, fruits come in the season once a year. In Akhirat, there's no season. The fruits are always there. As soon as you take some bananas, immediately replaced. As soon as you take some apples, mangoes, grapes, cherries, berries, whatever fruit you like, it immediately replaced by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. With kun fayakun. Be, and it becomes. In Jannat, you know the trees, every tree's trunk and branches are made from gold. Ma fil jannati shajaratun illa wasaquha min zahabin is in the hadith. Every tree's whole trunk and all the branches are made from gold. So imagine how beautiful the trees of Jannat will be. And the Jannat's fruit, oh, amazing. Every time you taste it, it will have a different taste. In dunya as well, we get varieties of grapes. Green grapes, red grapes, black grapes. So all these grapes taste different. American grapes, Kashmiri grapes, sultanas, khajurs, how many types of khajur, red khajur, black khajur, ajwa khajur, Palestinian majul khajur, mabroom khajur, ambar khajur, large one, small one. We have so many varieties over here. Imagine how many varieties in Jannat. So these buzrugs, grapes, they were never finishing because they were grapes from Jannat. So he says, we ate and we ate until we could eat no more. And then the Buzurg said, okay, then you share the grapes with me, so you can share the ihram as well. You take one chadar and I'll take one. I said, no, Hazrat, my chadar, my sheets are new. I don't need it. You wear them. He said, all right, then turn your face around. So I turned the other way and he changed his lungi and his upper ihram sheet. And then he folded the old one. He held it and he came down. And he went to some slum and gharib, poor neighborhood, and he gave those old chadars as gift to someone. And then he went quickly, rushed into Haram Sharif. So I asked one of those, who was this Buzrug, yeah? He's someone big, man. And they said, you don't know him. He's Imam Ja'far Sadiq, the great grandson of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. So Hazrat Maryam alayhi salam used to get grapes and fruits out of season. Allah would provide for her. She was a very pious lady. And then when she was 13 and she went for her first period, she had to come out of the masjid. She went, she did ghusl. After 5-6 days, when the bleeding stopped, and now she was coming back to sit in the masjid, Jibreel alayhi salam appeared before her from a distance, and then they had this conversation mentioned in Surah Maryam. She was scared. She said, if you are a muttaqi, then please don't touch me, don't harm me. And Jibreel alayhi salam said, don't worry, I'm not a human being, I'm Farish. Said, why have you come? Come to give you good news. What good news? Allah is going to give you a baby boy. And he's going to be very nice, pious person. And then
She asked, how can I give birth when nobody's touched me? And he replied, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has the power to create a human being without anyone touching. In the same manner, Allah will give you a child. And he was standing over there and he blew from here, there. She was standing over there, Jibril Islam here, and the wind went into Maryam alayhi salam, and she became pregnant, conceived, and then she went through normal pregnancy and she delivered the child, Isa alayhi salam, who went on to be an extremely pious child. And Allah made him rahmatan minna wa kana amran maqdiya, mercy from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When he did his work, Bani Israel, the Yahud, did not like him. They said, who is he to tell us to do this and don't do that? We don't want to listen to him. So they complained to the king that this man is trying to take over your country or your kingdom. You might as well kill him. And the king said, okay. So he sent his soldiers and they attempted to kill him. This country we live in, they believe that he was killed on Good Friday, which is today. And he came back after 3 days and talked to the disciples, and then he disappeared again, or whatever they believe. We believe that he was not crucified, as Allah said, وَمَا قَتَلُوهُ وَمَا صَلَبُوهُ. He was taken high above. And inshallah, one day he will come down. And he will be needed at that time. Because Dajjal, the one-eyed Antichrist, will be causing lots of fitna and chaos and jumping up and down, north, south, east, west, running around here and there, causing fasad, mischief. Nobody will be able to tackle him. So Isa alayhi salam will come and finish him off. He will run. Isa alayhi salam will follow him, kill him with his dagger, show people his blood. This is Dajjal's blood. I finished him. You need not worry now. Then he will settle everything down. People will settle down. He will do this special favor. Allah saved him high above so that he can come and kill Dajjal, Antichrist. So this is the huge duty which Allah has assigned him. He will fulfill that duty when he comes down. He is created from the soil, and a makhluk created from soil should only die in the soil and be buried in the soil. That's why he will come down. Also, Dajjal is the greatest fitna. So the greatest personality should kill him, and that should be Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. But Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam is deputized by Isa alayhi salam. He will come as a deputy of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. He is the closest prophet to Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. He is the last prophet of Bani Israel. He is Khatamu Anbiya Bani Israel, and Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam is Khatamun Nabiyyin kullihim. So he will deputize Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, come down and finish him off. And also because Bani Israel, the Yahud, claimed to have killed him. So he will come down and say, you did not kill me, here I am, I'm still alive. And Dajjal will be leading the Yahud. They will be following him. This is why he will say, you never killed me, I'm still alive, and I have come down to kill your leader. Finish him off. So Allah will send him down. And then Isa alayhi salam will go to Makkah Sharif. He will perform Hajj. He will wear ihram. He will be reading Labbaik, Allahumma Labbaik, Labbaik la sharika laka Labbaik, Innal hamda wa ni'mata laka wal mulka la sharika lak. The same Labbaik that our Prophet ﷺ used to read, he will be reading that Labbaik in which there is la sharika lak. Allah has no sharik whatsoever. After doing Hajj and Umrah, he will go to Medina Sharif.
He will settle down there. He will get married. He will have 2 sons, 2 children. And then he will die. How many years will he stay here? One riwayat says 7 years. Another riwayat says 40 years. 7 years, wali riwayat is more stronger. And then he will die in Medina Sharif. He will be buried near Nabi Kareem sallallahu alaihi wasallam in Rawza Sharifa. This is our belief regarding Sayyiduna Isa ala nabiyina wa alayhi salatu wassalam. Now I was going to talk about something else, लेकिन गाड़ी का रुख उधर गया, बहुत जल्दी बात हो गई. चलो. One of my friends asked me some questions. Can you do some Islahi Majlis today? He said, what do you want me to talk about? And he wrote some questions. Can you explain zikr to us? Why we need to do zikr? Why we need to do la ilaha illallah? Why illallah illallah? Allahu Allah. Bara tasbih of zikr. Can you explain different muraqabas? Can you explain pass and fast of Durood Sharif? Can you explain the ta'seer and the effects of Durood Sharif? That zikr polishes the heart more than other ibadat. So these are few questions which he sent me. Let me go over them again. Need for zikr. Do we need to do zikr or not? You tell me. Hello? Okay. Let me ask you a question. What is the opposite of zikr? Hello, right? You said right? Ghaflat. Right? Zikr means remembrance and ghaflat means negligence, forgetfulness, heedlessness. You don't pay any attention. You don't care. That's called ghaflat. Is ghaflat good thing or bad thing? Bad thing. And is remembrance good thing or bad thing? You remember your homework, you remember to do your sabak, you remember to wash your clothes, you remember to do your work, whatever you need to do, you remember what you need to do. You put your things properly, you remember what you have to take school in the morning. You put your bag in the proper place, you put your pen, pencil in the right place, you remember where you've put it. Remembering things is a good thing. So remembering Allah is also a good thing. It's needed. We have to remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We can't forget Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. How can we forget Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala when we need Him the most? Like this Buzruk, he was saying, Ya Rahim, Ya Rahim, Ya Rahim. He was in need of Allah. And Allah immediately came to his assistance. Allah helped him. Allah provided grapes for him. He said, I want grapes. Allah said, go on then, here you are. I want ihram. Allah said, here, they go on, they're nice new sheets of ihram. So, we need to remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Second question is, why we need to say La ilaha illallah? Why? Because of the hadith. Afzalu zikri. The best form of zikr is La ilaha illallah. 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 La ilaha illallah is the best form of zikr. Every Nabi did this zikr. Because kalma has 2 parts, right? La ilaha illallah and second part is Muhammadun Rasulullah. Now this second part changed with other prophets, but first part never changed. Right? For Adam alayhi salam and his ummah, it was La ilaha illallah Adam Safiyullah. For Nuh alayhi salam, La ilaha illallah Nuh Rasulullah. For Ibrahim alayhi salam, La ilaha illallah Ibrahim Khalilullah. For Musa alayhi salam, La ilaha illallah Musa Kalimullah. For Isa alayhi salam, La ilaha illallah Isa Ruhullah. And for Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah. So La ilaha illallah has always been the same. This is why La ilaha illallah is zikr. Right? And La ilaha illallah is such an amazing kalima. It's only got 2 letters. Lam and Alif. Right? Well, third letter Ha maybe. 3 letters. La ilaha illallah. Right? So, and all those letters are connected to the tongue. You don't need the halaq for them, right? And you don't need to move the lips for them. You don't need to take your tongue to touch up and down or sideways for bod and dal and sheep. Right? La ilaha illallah. So a person who's extremely sick, very, very ill, and he's on his deathbed, even he can say softly, La ilaha illallah, La ilaha illallah, La ilaha illallah, La ilaha illallah. Allah has made it so simple to pronounce that anybody and everybody can say. So, La ilaha illallah is the best form of zikr. That's why we have to say La ilaha illallah. And illallah we do in the zikr, because what is illallah is part of kalma tayyibah. La ilaha is the first part and illallah second part. So sometimes we focus on our heart and say illallah, 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 thinking that I want nothing but Allah, no one but Allah. All I want is you. Bas, finish, full stop. I want my heart to be connected to you, nothing else, no one else. And you see the effect of this when you do that zikr. And Allahu Allah, our mashayikh said, do Allahu Allah. Allah will come in your hearts. Finally, Allah, 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 Allah. You know, when you want something, you repeat it. When you love someone, you love something, you often mention their name frequently. They say in Arabic, man ahabba shay'an aksara zikrahu. So we love Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We mention His name frequently to keep Him in our heart and mind so that we never forget Him. This is why we do zikr of Allahu Allah and Allah, Allah, Allah. Then there are different types of muraqabahs. There's one 7-8 made clip of ours which explains the muraqabahs. Muraqabah ma'iyyat, muraqabah maut, muraqabah ni'mat, muraqabah dua. Ma'iyyat means you do muraqabah, you close your eyes, you contemplate, you ponder, you think that Allah is with me, Allah is watching me, Allah is looking at my every move, and Allah is hearing my every word. So that you don't do masti, like Abdul Rahman does. You don't mess around. You behave yourself properly. Because you know Allah is watching me. Allah is seeing, looking at me. So you behave properly. Muraqabah maut is you contemplate and think about your death. What's going to happen to me when my death comes? You think about that. Because remembering death softens the heart. And those whose hearts are hard, they don't like remembering death. If you talk to them about death, don't talk about death. Yeah, don't talk about it. No. Talk about something else. But those who softer heart, they say, oh, mashallah, jazakallah for reminding me. Yes, I've got to die one day. I have to go and face Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Ayyub bhai kuch laye ne? Tabruk hai kuch? Thanda hai ki garam hai? Thandu nahi hai. Garan ke muh ko dilla. Chalo finish kar rahe hain. Chalo bhai inhone bol diya finish. Finish kar rahe hain. Shall complete it. Chalo. Muraqabah maut. Muraqabah ni'mat. Ni'mat means Allah's blessings. You ponder over Allah's ni'mats, Allah's blessing. Just close your eyes. Think about all the blessings Allah has given you. And it's called Muraqabah shukr as well. Muraqabah ni'mat or shukr. And what was the fourth one? Muraqabah ma'iyyat, maut, ni'mat, and then dua. Where in your muraqabah, you close your eyes and you make dua from Allah. Remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. These are the muraqabats. We need this to draw ourselves closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, stay connected to Him, attached to Him. And the more zikr we do, the better for us. It's for our own benefit. May Allah give me tawfiq to do zikr. Let me say one more thing. Some people say if you do loud zikr, then you could become majnoon, pagal. Right? So don't do loud zikr because you could become majnoon and pagal. So I say to them, Alhamdulillah, my Hazrat taught me zikr somewhere around 1980. When? 1980. How many years ago? From 1980 to now, 43 years. I've been doing zikr for 43 years, alhamdulillah. Am I pagal? Do you think I'm mad? I'm insane? I didn't become pagal by doing zikr. So those who say zikr makes you pagal are pagal themselves. Zikr doesn't make you pagal. It's betartibi which makes you pagal. If you do zikr without tartib, without proper, tartib and order, you do it excessively over your capacity, then that's what has an effect on your brain. But if you do it in the right way, proper amount, according to the instruction of your sheikh, you can't become pagal. It will enhance your spirituality. It will remove your pagalpana. It will make you sane and sober. It will get rid of the insanity. So, don't make such comments that zikr makes you pagal, because these types of comments distract people from zikr. You will be stopping people from zikr. May Allah protect us from doing this thing. So anyway, this is a little bit about the questions that were posed before me. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make this majlis beneficial for all of us. May Allah be pleased with us. May Allah give us the right, correct aqidah regarding Sayyiduna Isa alayhi salam and Good Friday. Every Friday is a Good Friday for a Muslim. In 1 year, how many Fridays do we get? Bolo bolo? 52. 52 Fridays every year. So if someone has 10 years life, 520 Fridays. 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, then that amount of Friday. And every Friday, if you respect it in Jannat, you will get special mehmani, like our Ayub Bhai and Amin Bhai are doing your mehmani now with pizza and cake. And we've got some chocolates as well. Our respected Zakiya Apa, son of our Ahmad Bhai Bad, brought a bag of chocolates here. This is for the kids. I gave some out before Isha. I'm going to give you now as well, inshallah. May Allah reward her and everyone who's sending things for the kids. So we've got some pizza now. This is mehmani. So if you respect Jummah, then in Jannat you will get special mehmanis from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala according to the amount of respect you showed to Friday, to Jummah namaz, to the special namaz. So on Friday, make sure you have a shower, you come, wear nice clothes, go to the masjid early and respect Jummah namaz. May Allah give us tawfiq. Subhanakallahumma bihamdik nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Parvardigar alam, accept our sitting over here. Give us benefit from what's being said. Give us correct aqidah, correct belief. Give us understanding of Quran Sharif. And oh Allah, give us tawfiq to do your zikr as much as possible, especially in Ramzan Sharif. Our Prophet ﷺ said, Zakirullahi fi Ramazan maghfurun lahu. The one who does zikr in Ramzan is forgiven, bakhsha bakhshaya. Wasairullahi fi la yakhib. The one who asks from Allah in Ramzan will never fail. Oh Allah, do not let us fail. Oh Allah, make us from those who are marhum and maghfur, who are forgiven and who are shown your mercy. Give us tawfiq to do zikr. Give us tawfiq to beg from you and ask from you. Allow us to stay connected and attached to you. Accept our humble efforts. Oh Allah, make these young children coolness of eyes for us. Make them good hafiz, alim, deen, kadai and khadim. Reward all the brothers who are over here and who are doing khidmat. Accept their khidmat. Be pleased with us. Give us all the good things which your beloved Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam asked from you. Protect us from all those evils from which he sought your protection. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم. صلى اللهم وسلم على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين.